What is up, everybody? So let's get started on episode 2 of the Dadbod Fitness channel. Um, I want to make sure you all know why you should follow me versus some of the other fitness gurus out there. First of all, a lot of those fitness group channels are great, especially for more advanced type content. However, if you think about it, a lot of them start off the bat with, all right, you're running your 2 miles a day, you do this and this exercise for 2 hours, and then you got to eat this, or else, right? I'm here to help you get started. I want to get started to build a foundation and to help get something moving and going to get motivated to those to that sort of level. So I don't want you to think you're not worthy or good enough for some of those other channels that are real advanced and extremely motivated. They're great content and they have their purpose. However, my job or my goal for you is to just get started on something and begin that journey. And I can give you more advanced content along the way for sure. I've already delivered some nutrition plans to people as well on the side. However, for now, this I just want to get you started and motivated. So let's get that going today. So first, if you want to find some ways to get started in your wellness journey and get better and lose that dad bod the best you can, I want you to write a few things down. Okay, first, water. I want you to at least knock down 8 to 10 glasses of water, of course, a day. Shoot for a gallon. If that's easier for you to measure that way. Water is going to help your metabolism. It's going to help digest food better. It's going to help you feel better overall. Your skin's going to feel great. You're not adding this to your pop and soda sort of consumption either. You really have to cut that out. We'll get to that next. However, water is a big basis of hydration to help you achieve everything you're going to be doing. So, not only with your better eating and increasing your exercise and moving, water is going to help get you all those things done correctly. Without water, those things will probably literally hurt. As you're exercising, you're going to cram if you don't have enough water and you're not hydrated properly. Same with digestion food. You're gonna feel stomach aches and stuff like that. So literally will hurt without having enough water, and this is an increase to your metabolism anyway. So this should be more motivation for you there to knock that out every day. So another piece I want to look at is eliminating sugar the best you can, or at least minimizing sugar the best you can at all possible. Sugar is just not helping you whatsoever. It is labeled on nutrition facts as carbs, of course, under the carb section, and it is not helping you in any regard. There's a lot of things biologically happening that we're going to dive into because I don't want to make this a science type channel. However, I'm telling you, sugar is not your friend. It is hurting you quite a bit and only leading you towards a path of more obesity, more weight gain, and even potentially diabetes. A lot of folks out there say, balance is the spice of life, of course. Yes, it is. I still eat sugar? Yes, I do. I minimize it the best I can. Obviously, when it's your kid's birthday, you still want to have that piece of cake with them. And then if you don't want to, don't have to. But if you have a smaller piece versus a bigger dad piece, right? But I'm telling you, overall, it's not your friend. Try to push that out the best you can. And let's go to a quote that you're going to hear all the time. Well, I want to eat this still because it still makes me feel good. Yeah, for a hot minute, you're going to feel great and have that sugar spike and feel okay about having sugar. However, down the road, when you keep gaining more weight and have further health issues, you're not going to feel great. So think about that in the longer term as you decide, do I want to have sugar or should I have sugar or not, right? So it's not the fun thing to hear. I get it, but you're not here to hear fun things from me about, well, it's okay. Go ahead and have that piece of cake once a week. I'd rather not. But I do have further goals I'm trying to get to. I'm already down 25 pounds this year. I'm still attaining more. And once I get to my weight goal, I don't plan on saying, okay, I'm going to have cake once a week. It's something that should really be not part of a constant diet. Again, birthday parties, something like that, you kind of feel more obliged to, go ahead. But make sure you budget a way to eliminate that from your on your next exercise. Maybe do an extra mile in a run, move a little bit more, and again, sugar is not your friend. Speaking of moving, so there's a few things I want you to do. One, at a minimum, every day, somehow find a way to track your steps if you can. I do it right on my phone. And at a minimum, I try to hit 6,000 steps. And most days, I'm hitting over 10,000 steps. And of course, if on a day with a run, I'm hitting 15, 20,000 steps. Now, on the weekend, when you include, mowing the lawn and grass whipping and doing all this other stuff around the house, I don't really sit down much. I'm hitting closer to 20,000 steps for sure. And it is a fun way to make sure you are getting that by looking at your phone to see where you're tracking. And what was cool is my daughter now has a watch to be able to communicate with her as needed, and it tracks her steps. We compare every night to see where she's at and where I'm at. And there's certain nights she wins, sometimes I win. So it's a good little competition, and it increases both of our health. Where we're at, and it helps motivate you on a daily basis, saying, "Oh man, I'm really low today. What can I do to, you know, make that better right now, today?" So to go on a quick walk tonight and up my steps. Also throughout the day, think about what am I doing. I will go a further way around the office to um, use the restroom or get more water or something like that because I'm trying to add to my step count throughout the day. You can't get it all done in the morning or at night. It has to be kind of throughout the day. Add more chunks to it. Um, Again, 6,000 is the absolute minimum. I won't let that a day finish without hitting 6,000. You're going to be pretty sedentary if you're not moving, right? Then of course your 10,000 is a better daily goal. By moving as well, I also mean just exercise in general. So about a good benchmark is 150 minutes a week of moderate exercise and 75 minutes a week of vigorous exercise. So if you're doing some good running, you're really breathing hard and sweating hard. That's the 75 marker. So I mix both of those in. I'm probably over 200 minutes total anyhow. But if you're able to do some strength conditioning and a run mixed in throughout the week or two or three, then you're probably right there with how much exercise you are getting per week. However, mark down your time, how much time you're spending exercising, and then how much time throughout the week, and add it together. Try to shoot for 150 minutes total. And I really don't count my walking in that regard because I like to consider that exercise portion separate from walking and my step count. I like to make sure um, the exercise total is just that as exercise. Actually spend time exercising as opposed to just doing the steps and counting the steps. So what do I typically do? I have some small weights in the basement, and I'm doing my arms for arm days separate from my chest days, and then I have enough to do back. And it's a little bit janky on my backside. I probably need a little more equipment for sure, but I'm saying you can do a lot without a ton of weight. So just have some two little dumbbells. I think each one can total is about 45, 50 pounds. And then I can take weights off of that to make it lower for longer reps and stuff like that. However, I also do a lot of push-ups and body squats as well. I try to I'll hold the weight in front of me and then do my body squats as well to make sure I'm doing a lot of body squats for reps, but also I'm adding the weight for the last couple sets to add some weight to it to further push myself. And here's another thing that I want you to do next too is budget your calories. So it's really hard to lose weight if you really don't know where you're at um, in a daily basis. So this is a little bit more of an ask for you to do, but if you want to lose weight, you have to put the work in. Part of that work is writing down how many calories you're burning and figuring that out. There's a lot of online calculators that kind of give you a range. They're a little bit off sometimes, I feel like, but it'll give you a closer range than what if you don't know. And of course, how many calories are you taking in? Find ways to reduce those calories overall too. So if you have a day where you had a little more calories than you would have liked to have, where can you reduce other spots as well? And then maybe it was out, you went out once a month and had a big meal. Okay, so those days that you do go out, try to reduce what you're eating prior to that, so that way you're not indulging too much throughout the entire day. However, when you do go out, to the restaurant, there's not always a ton of great healthy options. So instead of that burger or something else, try to find something a little bit more lean on the menu. It is tougher to do, and you're used to getting that burger, and it has it's this tall with a billion things on it. It's delicious, but you have to kind of this is what we're here to do. We're here to change and reduce the calories we're taking in, so we can lose more weight. However, again, this is part of the sacrifice of losing weight is not indulging so much on certain things. If you had a great workout one week and then you lost 5 pounds one week, and um, that weekend you went out and spent it all on calories, well, you just balance yourself out. We need to continue the journey and get better. So find ways you can switch out things at restaurants. So if you do get a burger, instead of having fries, see if you can swap it out with a side salad or something like that. Again, this isn't easy. This is not exciting, but you have to figure out how you can reduce your calories overall. And I do want to go back to one thing real quick too is when I mentioned sugars, you also want to swap out as many starches as possible as well. French fries are not going to be your friend either. Um, it, yes, it's a potato, but there's fried. You're adding a ton of calories that you definitely don't need. So honestly, I try not to go out as much anymore at all, and that's really helped lose some weight and extend my goals as well. Um, but budget those calories and figure out what you can remove and reduce overall. Think about a sauce on some chicken or something like that. You're looking at 40, 60, 100 calories just for the sauce alone. That's a chunk of your calories per day that you want that you're taking in now that you now have to go burn off, but have went against your budget. So you might think the sauces might not be a big deal. They are, and they add up quick. So that's why at a restaurant, one plate is sometimes 1,600 calories. What's the daily value allowed for, an average American size man is 2,000 calories or so. That's still kind of low likely, but it's still a very doable amount. And I'm not trying to starve you here by any means, but just make sure you are budgeting your calories. And if your goal is weight loss, you got to figure out where you can reduce what you're eating. Now, still try to get in, I would say between 20 and 30 grams of protein per meal. Um, and then, of course, a little bit of snacking in between with, again, reduction in sugar, but watching that protein and make sure you're hitting roughly a gram per body weight or so. And that's not going to make or break your diet, by the way, but do aim for more protein. Now, here's a motivating factor I want you to consider and write this down. For more muscle mass you build, and back to my movement category here, the more muscle mass you have, the more calories it burns overall. So when you sleep and you're just sitting there doing nothing at all, having more muscle will burn more calories. So overall, as you go, you're going to get better and better and better, but then it's going to sort of exponentially get better as you go, because the more muscle you have, the more calories you burn doing nothing at all. Now, doesn't mean stop. It means you have to keep going. Otherwise, you lose the muscle mass, right? So, all right. I also want you to write down a goal for not only weight loss. This goes beyond that, but also push-ups or steps or runs. So let's say it's been a while since you've been running or doing a long walk. Let's say after a mile, you're toasted and you're worn out and you're done. Okay, what's next? We had to push that to a mile and a half or 2 miles. Find a way to get that better and keep consistency going, and that will help extend those goals. So write down a weight goal, a distance goal for running or walking, and also something like push-ups or something like that. You need to be able to benchmark something to achieve, and then after you hit that goal, do it again. Write it down and do it again. Find a way to look at your goals though consistently as well, so that way you can look back and say, okay, wow, 2 months ago I couldn't do 2 sets of 20 push-ups or something like that. Now I'm doing five sets of 20 push-ups or something, right? Write that all down and track that journey, because it's gonna take a while to feel like you are making good progress. So you have to figure out what you can do now, shoot for your goal, and then again, along the way, you're gonna feel like you're not really doing anything. But then as you look back, you're gonna say, oh wow, I have made pretty big leaps and gains here. What can I do next? And then, increase your goal sheet overall. I'll just give a couple examples, but there could be more goals as well. Think about what your goal is and your why. And plenty of sleep. A lot of Americans don't really get great sleep. The adage is, "Oh, I'll sleep or I'll die." Okay, well, you're gonna die early then if that's what you want to do. So make sure you're getting a minimum of 7 hours, and that's the absolute minimum, really. But shooting for the 8 to 9 hours. So that's the help your metabolism overall, getting good quality sleep, but also repair all of your damage done on your workouts. So when you work out, you are literally tearing your muscle because it's getting ripped, right? You're getting swollen. You're expanding your muscle. The sleep part is when you repair all of that and solidifies your muscle again to work out and do it again the next day. So without that, you are not repairing your body. Your testosterone goes down. That should be a motivation factor right there. If you have low testosterone, there's a lot of things that aren't going to go good for you. Okay. Planning ahead. So a weight loss journey really takes a lot of planning. So let's say you just, all right, today's the day I'm going to lose some weight, and don't hesitate to get any of this started. Start little by little, or write down, or start taking all these goal items I mentioned, and I'll give you a rundown list of what you're going to go back and review for yourself. Again, this is all for you, so you better do this. This is for you to do it, so make sure you do it. But plan ahead. So when you are looking for cleaner meals and trying to figure out how to eat healthier, going to the grocery store, especially hungry, is not the best idea. You want to have a good solid list, and I would also eat something small before you go, so you don't show up to the grocery store hungry. Because what happens when you're hungry? You're gonna buy all this crap at the store, and all of a sudden you have 20 bags of chips in your pantry that you're gonna eat. So write down what you would like to eat. Look up some healthy recipes and stuff like that. Again, I owe you guys a video on healthier recipes that's coming. But after that, go to the store and follow that list and stay on the list and plan ahead. Recently, I made I call it like an egg bake. It's eggs, onions, spinach, mushrooms, and some turkey sausage, and put it all in a nice little bowl like an omelet, and then I cook it in a casserole dish, and that's my breakfast. But I plan that ahead. I made it a couple days ahead. I usually have 2 or 3 days of egg to eat, take it to work, and I'm good to go. However, that took planning, right? So what can I do outside of just the breakfast and lunch and dinners? Plan that all ahead. Same with, if I know I'm going to a restaurant, I mentioned that earlier, for going out, figure out what's on the menu and see what's good for you to eat that's not going to kill your diet. Look for that lean fish or a chicken, and then see if you can get that sandwich without that sauce on there, or maybe a lighter version or less sauce or something like that. Can I tell the waiter, like, can I get half of that sauce, please? It's too much. Again, sometimes these are things that you don't want to hear, but the things that are going to help you with your goals overall. Now, a lot of these things, especially sugar, people are like, "Oh, I need my sugar. I need my sugar. I can't live without sugar." Well, you're lying to yourself, and you're just plain wrong. Sorry, but you're gonna feel much better after eliminating a lot of stuff from your diet. You're just gonna feel better overall. You're gonna sleep better. You're gonna feel better about your day. You're gonna feel better. If I get stressed at work, I have a pretty stressful job. I feel better now that I've lost more weight, that I can manage my stress a little better as well. So I want to take this all serious because I think it's going to help you. But let's go over this again real quick, what we're going to do better. You're going to drink more water. You're going to take out sugar and starches the most you can from your diet as possible. You're going to get moving. Budget out your calories, okay? And I want you to write down your goals beyond weight loss. I want you to have goals for weight loss, but also on physical attributes as well. And then make sure you're getting that good quality sleep. And I want you to plan ahead for what you're doing, not only for the meals, but also for how's my workout going to look for the week. Where am I going to do it? How am I going to do it? And track how much time you're doing it to make sure you're hitting plenty of time throughout the week in total. Again, minimum of 150 minutes per week, plus minimum 10,000, minimum 6,000 steps every day, and shoot for like 10,000 steps every day if you can. Can you do more? Great. Keep going. Keep going. This is why this is a Dad Bod Fitness channel, because we do have busier lives. We come home to kids that need stuff constantly, and you finally don't get much time till nighttime, right? And you still have other stuff to do once the kids go to bed, and you still have work schedules most likely, right? And then we have our house items to take care of. When it's time for workout, I try to carve that in the best I can and add those in to make sure I find time for working out, even if it's a little bit every day, to make sure I'm hitting my fitness goals, and I'm also able to do more around the house for my family, feeling better because I've added more quality to my life as well. I appreciate you listening. See you next time in episode 3. Again, keep pushing at it for yourself, and I look forward to hearing how your journeys are going. Cheers, and thanks for subscribing.